Hi Virgo, this is Jess. I wanted to come in before I even started the video and let you guys know that Mercury retrograde is really tearing you guys up. I've had some technical difficulties with a couple of the other signs, but your video literally just went awry toward the end, like totally. I'm gonna let the entire video play, like the entire recording play, because some people might be able to still hear it, but it's muffled really badly toward the end when I'm talking about love, guys. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not for you guys to kind of know what's going on in your love life toward the end of the month, but yeah, Mercury retrograde has been doing quite the number. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go on to the reading, but just keep that in mind. And I guess I'll check you guys in October. Talk to you soon. Hi, Virgo. This is Just with your September 2016 mid-month reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So I see here for some Virgos, some of you have been trying to find new job, new work, new employment, and you've been applying for things that perhaps you don't have everything that you don't have all that it takes to get the job done. Okay, you may not feel like you have enough skill set. You may not feel like you just have enough background, education, skill to effectively perform this job, but you have been able to fake it until you made it. Okay, so it's not necessarily the skill set, and some of you could have been very nervous, feeling like I don't have the education, or I've never done this before, or I know a little bit, but I don't know everything that it needs for me. Like for a Virgo, to feel 100% confident, it's like I don't think I know enough to step out and tackle this new journey, this new opportunity, this new job, this new career. Dot dot dot. And some of you, despite all of that, you have still moved forward. And you'll find that you're definitely going to find success, and people are really going to want to bring you on and want to offer you a position, want to partner with you, that sort of thing. Because although in your mind and in your head and in your subconscious, you're not good enough, you don't have everything that you feel you need, it's just a bit of nitpicking that you're doing with yourself. Okay. Because other people do not see you that way. They see that you're very much controlled, you're very much capable, you're very much someone that's going to be able to accomplish whatever task that's necessary. Okay. And you're gonna some of you might be shocked, like, wow, I still got this job, even though I've never done this a day in my life, or I still was able to, get this business off the ground, and it's quite successful, even though, I've only read a couple of books, or I've been winging this thing for the whole duration. That may be your tagline, winging it. That you've been winging something for quite some time, or you've just started to you're winging it. And even though you're winging it, and to you it's like, I'm a fraud. Don't you know I don't know everything. I don't really have everything perfectly down. People are not going to care, because they know whatever you don't know, you're making it up well enough so that they still have confidence in you, if that makes any sense. Okay. And you're going to hear that definitely. And I feel like the way you were able to obtain it is because you were very persuasive, from your look to the way that you communicated. Although I'm sure a lot of people, Virgos, have been having problems communicating with this retrograde. But your niceness, your professionalism, the caring and the time and the attention that you've given others, that has leaps and bounds helped you to push ahead in spite of your inability to know everything, that sort of thing. Okay. So people have found favor in you, and congratulations, because a lot of you guys that can resonate with this and have put yourself out there to start something new or to look for a new job, that sort of thing. You've got the offer, you've got the interest. People are definitely wanting you to come aboard. So congratulations. And you're going to feel very happy about this. I see that, and I feel like there is this situation where some of you now some of you, if you were looking to get a car, some of you could be looking to buy a new car, okay? Buy a fairly new car, or a newer car than what you have, or just a new car for you. And you may be dealing with like a sleazy salesperson, okay? And you see them a mile away. You know that some of what they're saying doesn't make any sense, and they really don't know what they're talking about. And you're like, that's okay, because you have enough information to be able to decide what you want. Like, you came in there you didn't come in there blind or dumb. Okay, you knew exactly what you wanted. You knew how much money you were planning on spending. You had your game plan down. Okay, or if you're saying, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a car in a week or two, or I'm gonna wait. I feel you want to wait until Mercury goes direct. But in this time, it's a good time for you to research and do all of the, behind the scenes work that you can to make sure that you have the monies in place. And I feel like you guys are doing that to make sure that you have your ducks in a row, and you know exactly the kind of car you want, and to make sure that you're not going to get schemed, because a lot of times when you're financing a car, you almost always get taken advantage of financially, because they tack on all of those fees and all of that other nonsense. So you guys are going to do your due diligence, and I feel like you're definitely going to be smart enough to spread yourself around and kind of get quotes and shop around. Like, you're going to be shopping around to people, okay? And I feel like you're going to get the car. You're going to get the car that you want. Like, the one that you want is the one that you're going to get, okay? And although you're going to be able to utilize this inexperienced person for your benefit. So for those of you who can relate to this, and you feel that you're inexperienced with something, you're going to be able to gain traction, and things are going to work out in your favor just by you being able to be very persuasive, like I said earlier. And for those of you who are experiencing and dealing with someone who is lacking a certain skill set, you're still going to get what you need from it, because you're going to be able to be very accommodating with the person, and you're still going to be able to maneuver them. And that means allow them to make themselves believe that, they have it all in the bag and everything like that. And you're going to be keeping a lot of things close to your vest. So you're not going to necessarily tell them. Like, you go to a car dealership and you go in the lot, you look around, and a person just assumes that you don't have it in the bag. Like, they just might think that you're just a customer trying to shop for a car, and you don't know about cars, you don't know what you want, that sort of thing. And you may have them just believe that, like, yeah, believe I'm dumb and ignorant and don't know anything. But then at the end, it's like, bam, you're gonna really you're playing chess with them, basically, and they're playing checkers, okay? And they're used to with people only being able to play checkers and not even knowing how to play checkers. So for them, it's like, hey, I got one over on you. But no, it's not going to be the case, because you guys are going to be playing chess, okay? So it's the fake it till you make it thing that's going to be happening for my Virgos for the remaining month and into the month of October, okay? I feel like at the latter part of the month, there will be... so for those of you who are looking for work and you're still working at your job, or not, but if you're working at your job, I feel like you're going to be very quiet about wanting to move, as you guys have been for quite some time. And you're going to already know that, hey, I have a new job, I'm starting on this date, but I'm going to hold off from telling people, because it may not start for another 5 weeks, that sort of thing, or another 7 weeks, that sort of thing. It may be a length of time before it actually starts, but you already know that you have like the due date, and you're starting on this date, that sort of thing. And you're going to hold off before you tell people. You're going to hold off, okay? And although you're going to be seeing a lot of chaos and nonsense going on around you, or that has been the case at your job, and I know you guys have been experiencing foolery and nonsense going on at the workplace that has made a lot of you guys very leery and feeling like, okay, I got to get out of here, but when can I get out of here? And you've been trying to like really get on top of it to do that. You're going to definitely get some successes and hear some really good news, and then you're not going to be telling anyone. Didn't I just repeat myself again? I apologize. I I feel like you're not only going to get one offer, but you'll be getting several offers. For some of you, you'll get as much as 3 offers, okay? And you're going to be trying to decide what do you do, because one is going to be a bit further from you. Like it'll be a bit of a travel, okay? Or you might have to relocate. For others of you, and for the other offers, I feel like there'll be one that's a little bit closer to you, something that makes a little bit more sense, more practical. But then the other 2 may be very either lucrative or something that you've always wanted to do, or has a lot of potential. And so you may be feeling a bit at a crossroads as to what. Now you may have 3, but it could be very, like, at least two of those out of the 3 that you really have to make a decision to say, well, you know, Dad, both of them have their good elements. What should I do? Which one should I choose? That sort of thing. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be weighing your options. There's going to be a lot of weighing options for the remainder of the month, trying to decide just which circumstance and situation should you embark on, okay? And you may find yourself ruminating on this at least for the next 4 weeks, you know, a month into, yeah. And I feel for the next 4 weeks, you're going to be ruminating, trying to decide, you know, what do I do? Which steps do I take? Which, you know, direction do I take? And really it's going to come down for a lot of you money. It's really going to come down to the money factor. Okay. As far as like these opportunities, which one is paying me more? Which one has most value? I feel like that's going to be, not just with the monetary side, but even with the car situation. Anything that you're facing where you're trying to make a decision, is going to come down to the value and the money. Okay. So again, just like Cancer, this reading isn't going to be very long because it's pretty straightforward. You don't have a lot going on like some of the other signs do. And I do see, as it relates to love, I feel like you guys are, again, trying to figure till you make it. There's this moving forward, even though some of you may not even have a direction of where you're trying to move to, or you're not really sure about which direction you should move in, but you just know that you need to keep on moving. You need to keep moving. You need to move forward. Okay. I feel like in the past, you guys were very much stuck. You didn't know which direction to take. You didn't know what to do as related to love. And now you're like, you know what? I'm going to move forward. Perhaps because there could have been someone that thought that they thought that they were a mastermind and they were trying to manipulate you. And you was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm not going to waste my time with this situation anymore. Okay. And I feel like there was a lot of deceit that went on. Now, this could be coming from you. It could be coming from the other person. Okay. And for some of you that's coming from you, you're trying to move forward thinking that, you know, whatever you've been doing in the past, oh, it's going to continue to work. You know what I mean? Like, I got this far having to really not do anything. Let me keep that going. That type of thing. But that's only going to bring you conflict. So trying to manipulate someone, trying to think that you're getting over on someone is going to definitely bring you conflict within this month. And I feel like going into the next 2 to 3 weeks of October. Okay. And you may find yourself then saying, you know what, I'm gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna have to take on a different approach. Okay. Or if it's the other person trying to do this to you, then it's you, you know, saying, you know what, after some conflict or whatever, you're saying, you know what, I'm going to take a step back because you are just not going to, you know, act right. Like I'm going to take a step back to just weigh my options. Because I do see a lot of options being weighed at the remainder part of this month. Like, you know, I really don't know, you know, what I should do. And you may even feel a bit conflicted, like, you know, what should I do? Should I stay or should I go? That type of thing. Okay. I do see that there will be someone kind of coming back to you. All right. Or you making an offer. So some of you will be making an offer to someone. And I feel like you're going to want to see this person, be with this person, hang out with this person, that sort of thing. And I feel like, okay, so you try to make an offer and then the person tries to make an offer to you and they tell you, you know, how they feel about you, that sort of thing. They want to see you, that sort of thing. And it's going to make you very happy, you know, when you hear this news that someone is trying to come back and they want to work on things and they want things to get better. It could also be you, and I'm feeling very strongly fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person is wanting to kind of um, work things out with you, and then on top of it, they're telling you how they feel. So it's not just hey, how you doing? It's like, hey, how you doing? And by the way, I feel this kind of way about you, and kind of releasing some things and telling you, okay? And I feel like some of you would be dealing with two people wanting to come back to you and tell you how you feel. So one, a person is more of a physical energy, someone wanting to kind of get it on with you, or you have a lot of passionate energy together. And then the other person there is like a more romantical, emotional tie with this person, okay? And it's so almost as if they're going to be coming back to you simultaneously. And I feel that you're going to be a bit conflicted because, again, you've been doing this thing for quite some time. You've been, getting away with kind of juggling two people for quite some time. But even though you've been getting away with it, meaning no one ever physically caught you with the other person, it still has created a level of conflict. So now that both people are almost like back into your life, now some of you are taking on the approach of like, wait a minute, what do I do here? Because I don't want to continue to do this. I don't want to continue to juggle. I don't want to continue to spin my wheels, if you will. I don't want to continue to spin the wheels of like, who do I be with? What do I do? Because again, in the past, there was a lot of stress that you were taking yourself through. That's over. You're not stressing yourself anymore. And I feel like this new decision that you make, some news that you hear, some of you could be hearing that someone is going to be having a baby. So be very careful. You yourself can hear from your doctor that, hey, you're pregnant, that sort of thing, okay? Some of you can be getting the due date of when you're going to have your baby, okay? For some of you. And I feel like toward the latter part of the month, there's going to be some of you guys trying to decide, again, it's this decision of who should you choose? Who should you choose? I feel like there's a lot of conflict with the fire sign, but at the same time, there's a lot of, like you could have lived with this person before, or it was once stable, okay? But there's a lot of conflict and there's a lot of passion. Like you and this person are very passionate with each other, very passionate. You can argue at times, but everything about you guys are very passionate, okay? And then I feel like there's a water sign as well that is very, again, romantical, very emotionally satisfying, that sort of thing. And you're at a crossroads. There is a crossroads that you're at, and you have to get to this point where you need to make a decision. But do I see an actual decision being made? I don't see one being made during this time with this reading. I don't see that you come to a definitive decision to say, okay, this. Now, for some of you, there will be a decision that's made, and you may find yourself aligning yourself with the person that either you're having a child by, you just had a child by, that sort of thing. Some of you are going to be able to heal a past relationship that you were having issues and problems with. Okay? But I really just see for a lot of Virgos that there's going to be the juggling going on for the remainder of the month, because I feel like both of these people are going to, there's going to be a new beginning for both of them. And if there's not a two situation going on, then I feel like I feel that out of conflict and some deceit, some battles and difficult circumstances with a particular person, there's going to be this offer, like if someone extending themselves to you, expressing how they feel, you feeling really good about the situation, and then you guys being able to kind of heal your relationship. But I feel like you're still going to find yourself in the back of your head still trying to think about and make a decision as to, do you really want to go the distance with this person? Like, do you really, like, when the offer comes in, I feel like you're going to decide to move forward with the person. Like, you're not going to say, no, I don't want to do this. No. you know. But you know 100% that things aren't 100% for you. And I'm talking to the Virgos that are just single, meaning not single, but the Virgos that are just dealing with this one person. There isn't a threesome situation going on, okay? But for you, you're not 100% on board, okay? So you're still thinking about it, even though, you know, every day you're talking to the person and every day, you know, things are moving forward. But there are other options, even though you may not be pursuing those options at this time. Um, so there's this element of still trying to make a decision and trying to decide on things. Others of you that there is these two people, okay. I feel like you're still going to be trying to figure out who you want to be with and, you know, which one is the best option for you, okay? That makes sense because, again, we have Mercury retrograde in your sign. So coming to a very definitive um, decision on things right now isn't going to last long anyway if you try to do it. So it just makes sense that you're still going to be kind of in your head, if you will, trying to decide what's the best opportunity for you. But I feel like if you're having any problems in your relationship, you will get over. Things will heal, but you will be going through a testing time. I feel like until mid-October, there's going to be some um, tests as it relates to love for you guys. So that's what I have for you for the remaining month of September. I hope it just resonates for you. And if it does, share below if you'd like. Leave me a comment and let me know how this resonates. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, 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 and subscribe, as I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Virgo.